You stop trusting yourself and you cannot even remember when it actually happened. But I want you to think about that for a second. Like, really sit with it. Because it did not happen overnight. There was a decision you made once and it went wrong. And someone around you said, I told you so. Or maybe they did not say it out loud, but you saw it on their face. The slight pause, the careful tone they used with you after that. Or maybe there was no one. Maybe it was just you, alone with the result, deciding quietly that your instinct could not be trusted anymore. And something inside you shifted. Or maybe it was even quieter than that. Maybe it was just years of being told. Think it through more. Get more opinions. Do not just go on feelings. Be rational, be responsible, be careful. And so you started checking, and then double checking, and then asking one more person, and then Googling it, and then asking again. And nobody told you that every single time you did that, before you even sat with your own signal first, you were slowly teaching yourself that you could not be trusted. That is how it happened. Not one big moment, just years of tiny ones. So here is the thing. Most people think gut feeling is just emotion, just a vague feeling, something irrational, something that smart, careful, responsible people should not be making decisions based on. But that is not what it is at all. Neuroscientist Antonio Damasio, and he spent years studying patients who had damage to the part of the brain that process emotions. And what he found, honestly, it completely changed the way scientists understand intuition. These patients could think perfectly clearly. Their logic was intact, their reasoning was sound, but they could not make decisions, not complex ones, simple ones, not even what do I want for lunch. And I think about that a lot because what we call gut feeling, that quiet internal signal, it is not random emotion, it is your brain assessing everything you have ever learned, experienced, survived, and compressing all of it into one signal. It is literally 20 years of living, arriving as a feeling before your conscious mind has even started doing the calculation. So when you push that feeling aside and start looking outside yourself for someone to tell you what to do, I want you to understand what's actually happening. You're not being more careful. You're not being more rational. You are just cutting yourself off from one of the most powerful thinking tools you have. Your gut is not the enemy of intelligence. You know what it actually is. It's one of the most sophisticated forms of it. Now, here is the part I really want you to hear. Because this is not your fault. You live in a world that has spent decades, like your entire life, teaching you to look outside yourself before you look inside. Think about how you're taught to make decisions. I mean, really think about it. Make a list, do the research, ask someone with more experience, get more data, do not be impulsive, do not just go on feelings. And look, some of that is useful. I'm not saying all of it is wrong, but what it quietly teaches you underneath all the good intentions is that the signal inside you is not enough on its own, that it needs to be verified, backed up, confirmed by something external before it can be trusted. And then the internet arrived, and now every decision you face, no matter how personal, no matter how specific to your life and your values, has a Reddit thread, a Google answer, a Quora question with 40 responses from strangers who have never even met you and honestly know nothing about your actual life. And every time you go there, before you go to yourself, you are training your brain. You are teaching it that your own signal is not the first place to go. And then came AI. And now you can just describe your entire situation to the chatbot and get a perfectly structured, completely confident answer in seconds. And it feels like clarity. But here is what is actually happening underneath that feeling of clarity. Every time you outsource your thinking to Google, to Reddit, to other people, to AI, before you have sat with your own signal first, the muscle gets weaker, and a weak muscle gives a quiet signal, and a quiet signal is very easy to dismiss. And so you dismiss it and go back to Google, and the cycle just continues. And there's no full stop for that. There is a specific moment I think you will recognize. Someone asks you, what does your gut tell you? And you go quiet. Not because you are thinking, because you genuinely don't know. You reach inward and you just cannot find it. Or you find something, a faint whisper, and immediately you second guess it. What if it is just fear? What if it is just what I want to hear? What if it is wrong? And so you override it before it even finishes speaking. And then you go back to asking someone else. And the most painful part of all of this is the signal was there the whole time. It never left. It never stopped working. It was just buried under years of being told to check someone where else first. Under years of having your own instincts questioned by people who did not understand them. Under one decision that went wrong and made you decide, okay, I clearly cannot be trusted. But one wrong decision does not mean your gut is broken. It means your gut is human, and human signals are not perfect. I mean, they are just more right than most people realize most of the time. I want to be honest with you about what this actually costs you. Because it is not only about decisions. When you constantly override your own signal, when you make choice after choice based on what other people think, what the data says, what feels safest to justify externally, something starts to happen very slowly. You start making decisions that are right on paper, but wrong for you. You take the job that looks impressive. You stay in the situation that feels stable. You choose the path that the people around you approved. And it is fine. Everything is, perfectly fine. But it does not feel like yours. And that quiet wrongness, it accumulates over months, over years, until one day you look at the life you have carefully, responsibly built, and you feel the strange distance from it. Like you have been living someone else's answers to questions you never got to ask yourself honestly. That distance, that is what happens when you stop trusting your gut for long enough. Not dramatic failure, not obvious catastrophe, just a life that looks right from outside and feels slightly hollow from the inside. And the only way back is to start listening again. So, how do you actually rebuild something you have been ignoring for years? Honestly, not overnight. I want to be real with you about that. But faster than you think. Because the signal never left. It just needs permission to be heard again. So here is what actually works. Before you ask anyone, before you Google anything, before you open a single thread or send a voice note to your friend, sit with the decision alone for 5 minutes only. Not to analyze it, not to think it through logically, just notice what you feel when you imagine each option. Not what you think you should feel, what you actually feel. There is usually something there, a tightening, a quiet yes or a quiet no that arrives in your body before it even reaches your mind. Your body gives you signal. Your emotions, feelings give you signal for yes or no. Notice it. Write it down before you do anything else. And then use my framework. Ask the question that cuts through everything else. My question. What will happen, Max? Because most of the time, the reason your gut signals gets overridden, it is fear. Fear of worst case. And the worst case lives vague and enormous inside your head, which is exactly where it does its best work. The moment you take that worst case out of your head and write it down specifically, it shrinks, like it genuinely shrinks. And when the fear shrinks, the signal gets louder. I have seen this happen with people who came to me completely disconnected from what they felt. Weeks of asking everyone, weeks of going in circles, genuinely unable to hear themselves anymore. 10 minutes of honestly sitting with what will happen next, and they heard themselves for the first time in weeks. The signal was always there. Fear was just making more noise. Start small. Don't begin with the big scary decisions. Begin with the small everyday ones. Like, what do I feel like eating? Which invitation actually excites me? Which way do I want to go today? Just the small stuff every day. Make the call based on what you feel, without asking anyone, without justifying it. Every time you do that, you are teaching your brain something it forgot, that the signal can be trusted. One small decision at a time. That is how the muscle comes back. So here's what I really want you to hear before you go. You didn't lose it. You were just taught very early, very consistently, that everyone else's opinion matters more than your own feeling. And you believed it. Because why wouldn't you? But your gut never went anywhere. It's been there this whole time, quietly waiting. You just have to get quiet enough to hear it again. And if you want the practical process, my 15 minutes Unstuck challenge guide is in the description. It walks you through exactly the questions that help you hear your own signal again, even when the noise around you is loud. It is free. It is 15 minutes. Go and grab it. And if this gave you something real today, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.